Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Woohoo! I'm coming at you for my Fit Tip Friday. Hey, Starla. Thanks for joining. Hey, Steve. Guys, how are you? I'm trying a little bit early today, and it's interesting too because I had already decided this morning that I was going to, where are all my comments? There they are. That I was going to try a different time because I think, I'm so new to Periscope still that it's good to try different times to see where I get more interaction and more people joining. And then ironically, I was just watching another Periscope, unfortunately I didn't catch her name, where she was saying to be consistent in the time that you scope each and every day so people know to expect you. And kind of thinking about that, I thought, that's a good tip for once you have an established audience, but I don't have one yet. So, except for you, Starla, I love you, girl. So that's why I'm popping on early today. So it is Friday, yay! Excited about that. Although I have to work tonight, and I normally don't work tonight, so I'm a little bummed about that, but hi. So, my name is Meredith. I am a blogger at Belowthefork.com, which is a fitness and nutrition site. I am also a group fitness instructor, and I'm also one of the managers at a fitness and wellness center, which is what I'm doing tonight. And I am a digital marketer, and for the better part of a decade, I worked in the agency world, but I decided corporate America was not for me, and so I quit to mostly become a stay-at-home mom, but still wanted to keep this passion alive, so Belowthefork.com was born, and here we are today. So I'm just going to launch right into it. I'm talking Fit Tip Friday. I had this fairly consistent on my blog and on Instagram, but now I'm bringing it to Periscope, which is really cool. I feel like it's so much easier to talk about it on here, but you could also go to my website, belowthefork.com, to see a similar summary of what I'm going to discuss here today, so I hope you join me. So my topic today is to try every fitness class 3 times, and I think that really is the magic number, and here is why. The first time you're in the class, it's to see what the class is all about. And it can always be very intimidating. I'm always surprised when I hear people say things like Zumba. Well, I'm a terrible dancer. I can't do that. Well, that's the whole point of Zumba. It's not about being the best. It's not about, taking a professional dance class. It's just about shaking your booty and having fun and losing some calories and inches while you're at it. That's pretty awesome. Or they're intimidated by body pump or something just completely new to them. And I have an example for that. I am actually training right now to teach a new to me format called Pure Strength. And currently, hi Maria, how are you? And currently I teach a ballet bar based class. I'm a former ballet dancer, so that was an easy, made sense for me. And I also teach body flow, which is yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi. Hi. So I'm more in the mind and body, stretching, strengthening segment, but I wanted to expand my my class types. So I'm learning this pure strength class. So for the first few weeks, I'm just a participant in the class. And the first week I took it, it was so hard. It was so hard. She had us doing some crazy things with weights, and while I appreciated all the challenges she was giving us, it was really scary. And I'd already signed up and said, you're going to be my mentor. I'm going to be able to substitute this class for you. Hopefully someday I'll be on the schedule teaching this class on my own. And hey, Marky, how are you? And so I kept going, but it really reminded me of this tip of taking a class 3 times, because the first time, again, you're just seeing what it's all about, and you don't know what to expect, and it might be intimidating, and it might be scary, and you don't know if your body can even handle it. Have you ever had that feeling where it's such a mental battle the first time you take a class? that you feel like your body's gonna spontaneously combust or something, and I've had that moment of panic, and I keep looking at the clock. Oh my gosh, is this class gonna end? This is so hard. So that's the first time you take the class. Now you're gonna take it a second time. Why? Because now mentally you can prepare yourself and know what to expect. And the second time, you can concentrate on what your body's capable of. So if you know that, the instructor does some crazy core strengthening section in the middle of the class, you're mentally prepared for it, but now your body you can see your strength and your abilities. Maybe you're stronger than you think. In fact, I'm guessing you probably are stronger than you think. And now it's all about your body and your body's capabilities. And I think the second class is also a way to focus on your fitness level, and I get excited anyway. When I took the second time I took Pure Strength just this past week, my mind was like, I knew what to expect now. And now I was like, you know what? I am stronger than I think. I can do this. And the things that I couldn't do, I just kind of made a note in my head so that a few weeks from now, a few months from now, that'll be my line, my what's the word I'm looking for? Like my standard line of like where I was to where I'm going to be. And that's exciting to me, that I know that this is going to increase my fitness ability. Now, the third time you take the class, you've gotten your mind wrapped around it, you got your body on board, and you kind of have a nice goal line. Thank you. I'm like, where is that word? I need more coffee, I guess. So you're at your goal line. The third time you take the class, now that's the time when you can decide if this class is for you or not. And I think it's a fair, you don't have to like every class, you absolutely don't. It's Zumba and Bar 3 and Pure Bar and Body Pump and all the other formats out of there, and there are a ton, as you probably know. Soul Cycle. The third time, you now know what to expect, your body knows what to expect, and now you can take the class mentally prepared, physically prepared, and now you can decide, do I even like this? Like, is this where I want to take my fitness level? Is this going to give me the results and the benefits that I want to have? So I think on that third class, you've now given it a fair chance. The only time I would suggest where the third class can get a little not be the full deciding factor is it might be the teacher. So I went through a period of time where I thought I didn't like yoga. I'm like, why does everyone think yoga is so fantastic? I just don't get it. Like, this is boring to me. I don't like it. It's I just felt like I could do it on my own. And then I switched studios and I went to a different teacher, and now I love yoga. And unfortunately, it was that teacher. Not to say she was, giving us unsafe things to do, that she wasn't educated, but sometimes it's just a personality thing too. So if you've done the 3 classes and you've got your mind around it, you got your body around it, and now you feel like you've given it a fair third chance, think about what it is you like about it and what it is you don't like about it, because it's possible that it is the teacher. Sometimes it's just a personality thing, and it has nothing to do with their abilities. It's just everyone presents their class differently, and so that might play a factor in it too. So don't necessarily give up on CrossFit or Zumba, or I don't know why I keep saying Zumba, but a certain type of fitness just because of one class. Make sure you're doing 3. So that's my fit tip for today. Sweet and simple. I hope you guys, I really encourage you to try a new class for the next 3 weeks. And again, I always say this, but I'm going to say it again. You do not need to belong to a gym. Oh, cool. I see that you teach Zumba, Maria. That's awesome. I'm actually Zumba certified, but I decided that wasn't the class for me to teach, but I love being a participant. So that's awesome. Good for you. So anyway, I encourage you guys to try a new class for the next 3 weeks. And I know what I was going to say. You don't need to belong to a gym to do that. There are so many group exercise classes and instructors that are on YouTube And I bet, I haven't looked yet, but I guarantee there are ones on Periscope too. And so you can do it in your own home. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, you're talking about something that I can't afford. That is not true, because there are so many resources available for free online. So I encourage everyone to try something new, a new class for the next 3 weeks. So good luck to you, and get back to me. I would love to know. So either find me on my blog, belowthefork.com. Awesome. Yeah, it's fun. And you know what? That pure strength class that I was talking about earlier, after that first class, I actually took like little selfies of me. I'll never share them with anyone, but just of like my arm and like my stomach, because I just felt, I'm like, this is gonna take me to a new level, even though it was so hard and so challenging. It's so fun. And like, I think everyone, and I get this from participants too, they're so worried about what other people in the class are thinking about them. But let me tell you, nobody cares. That's probably the biggest secret that shouldn't be a secret in group fitness. Everyone is so hyper focused on themselves, particularly when you're in a studio. As any classroom I teach in, there's mirrors all around, and I see people, and I think they're checking their form. I'm not saying that I have any people who are obsessed with themselves, but they're checking themselves out in the mirror, they're looking at themselves, they're looking at me or the instructor. They're not looking at you. Nobody cares. If you mess up, you're the only one who notices. And maybe I see it, but that just, actually when I see people sort of make mistakes or not do it correctly, particularly in Les Mills Body Flow, which is choreographed. Oh, me and my words today. For me, I'm not thinking, oh wow, that person doesn't know what they're doing. I'm thinking, oh, I just gave a really bad cue. I need to work on that for the next time. So again, don't be intimidated by trying a new class. Give it 3 times, and don't worry about what anyone else thinks, because they don't care. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I usually don't scope on the weekends unless something crazy comes up. I don't think I will, but I kind of like this time slot. So again, my name is Meredith. I am a blogger at belowthefork.com. You guys can find me on Instagram at belowthefork. I'm on Twitter at Ms. Mayor Oram. And if you have any questions, you can also email me at msmairoram@belowthefork.com. And I hope you guys will swipe to the right, click on my name, and start following me. Thank you so much. Have an awesome weekend. See ya.